What's up, everyone? Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility, bringing you new album reviews all the damn time. Today we got a couple of vinyl reissues for you here today. Two very, very cool releases. One a classic jazz live album, the other a classic Argentinian prog release from the 70s. So the first one we're going to take a look at is Wes Montgomery's Full House, recorded live at Subo in Berkeley, California. This originally came out in 1962, I believe, November 1962. It was recorded June 25th at Subo in Berkeley. Originally released on the Riverside label. They're now pumping out some of these classic Riverside albums in stereophonic sound reissue vinyl. Here we go. The album sounds amazing. You feel like you're right there in the audience. It's a live album, but it's a very intimate setting. So you hear like the little bit of clapping in between songs and whatnot, but you literally sound you're sitting right there in the audience. This, of course, features the band of course, Wes Montgomery on guitar, in case you didn't know. Johnny Griffin on tenor sax, Wynton Kelly on piano, Paul Chambers on bass, and Jimmy Cobb on drums, all legendary jazz players. Here we've got 6 tracks, which made up the original album. There's been some CD reissues of this where they added a couple of tracks, but we've got title track Full House starts it off. Wonderful stuff. I mean, the interplay between these musicians is just absolutely stellar. And Wes just such an amazing, extraordinary, innovative guitar player. I mean, his playing, his tone is recognizable, like from note one. Just that's how good he is, or was. His Full House is amazing. You got I've Grown Accustomed to Her Face, shorter track in between Full House and Blue and Boogie, which is just under 10 minutes long, which is a Dizzy Gillespie track, and that finishes off side 1. Excellent stuff. Great, like I said, great interplay from all 3 musicians. And over on side 2, you've got the great Cariba, Wes Montgomery original, kicking things off. His guitar soloing is just so good on there. And I have to stress everybody else on here. You know, Wynton Kelly's piano is majestic. The sax from Johnny Griffin is great. And what a great rhythm section from Paul Chambers and Jimmy Cobb. Come Rain or Come Shine is also on side 2. And then SOS finishes it off. That's another Wes Montgomery original. I'll just read you a little bit from the back of the LP. To describe this as the Wes Montgomery album that a great many people have been waiting for runs the risk in seeming to put down, at least by comparison, his previous records. And that would make no sense, for that remarkable group of Riverside LPs has had a lot to do with Wes's phenomenal rise to the top, from almost total obscurity to unchallenged acceptance as the #1 jazz guitarist in something less than 2 years. However, many of those most familiar with his music have felt that his recording, his studio work, effective and to quote an album title, incredible as it may be, has not been able to convey the full measure of free-flowing excitement that can be created by an in-person Wes Montgomery performance. That you could say that about a lot of these jazz guys from this time period. The studio albums are always great, but then you hear the live recordings, and that's where everything really comes to life. And I would argue that that's the case here too as well. Amazing, amazing band, amazing artistry and musicianship from everybody here. Just go out and listen to Full House or Blue and Boogie. You can go here on YouTube or on your streaming service of choice and just hear the awesomeness of these guys as they played it that evening. So here you can see how intimate this setting was, right? So imagine you're just sitting on one of those folding chairs right in Subo, right out front. That's kind of how you feel. I mean, the recording is pristine. It's really, really good. And the nice polite clapping in between, right? You just feel like you're sitting there in the audience. Really, really good stuff. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. 4.5 out of 5 star. I'm tempted to say give this a 5 out of 5 star because it's that good. Like I said, you can get this on CD as well. It's been out on CD for a while, but this is the new vinyl reissue, so depending on what kind of format you like. I would urge you, if you're into jazz and jazz guitar and Wes Montgomery, you don't have this, go out and get it, whatever the format you like. This new vinyl sounds amazing. But I'm sure the CD sounds great too, so go check it out. Really, really good. And then on the flip side, the other one is we reviewed this on CD a few months back. So this is from our folks at PQR, who have been reissuing all sorts of kind of prog rarities from the vaults of late. And this is an awesome, awesome album from Argentina, originally released in 1978. It is Annabellis from Bubu. Killer stuff. Like I said, go check out the other review I did. I'm not going to go as in-depth on the music as I did on that. But this is the vinyl reissue, so that was a CD. This is the new vinyl reissue. It's got the embossed cover, right? See the logo is raised. I mean, you can't beat this. Look at that. Absolutely awesome stuff here. And it's a great sounding vinyl reissue. So there you get the track list, the musicians, photographs. You also get, and it's a limited edition, right? So they're only producing so many of these. So here you've got a poster of the album cover, which is amazing. Does that look prog or what? Of course it does. And then it's a colored vinyl as well. What you call this colored vinyl, which I'm going to show you in a second. As soon as I get this poster back inside here. Look at this. What is that called? Cream soda? I don't know. Desert sand? I'm not quite sure what it is. It's very cool. It sounds great too. Like I said, these are limited to only a certain amount. So, but this album is comprised of only 3 tracks. It's mostly instrumental. All of side 1, which is the big epic 19.5-minute long El Cortejo de un Día Amarillo, 2-part epic, which is amazing. If you can imagine like a cross between Island and Lizard era King Crimson with like some of Frank Zappa's mid-70s stuff. It's proggy, it's jazzy, it's kind of dissonant. It's like jazz rock meets prog. Awesome stuff. You got violins and flutes and sax and guitars and, you know, all sorts of percussion and whatnot. Really, really good stuff. And then on side 2, you get 2 more epic tracks. El Viaje de Anabelas, which is 11 minutes and change. More vocal oriented. The more vocal oriented stuff is on side 2. And Sueños de Maniquí, which is 9 and change. Like I said, you do get some vocals in their native tongue on side 2, but the music is just as amazing. Very, very cool. Like I said, if you like jazz, 70s jazz rock meets kind of like South American prog, Argentinian prog, it's very, very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. Lots of great guitar playing and the horns and the reeds. Awesome stuff. Violin, all that. Eric Porter, you would love this album. You would love this album. Really, really good stuff. And the band comprised of, I'll see if I can pronounce everything correctly here. Sergio Polisi on violin, Cecilia Tenconi on flute, Win Forsman on tenor sax, Patty Gulacci on vocals, Eduardo Ragati on guitars, Edgardo Folino on bass, Eduardo Polo Corbella on drums and percussion, and Danielle Andrioli, I guess, who wrote a lot of the songs. And then Mario Kirlis on piano, guests on here as well. So this was recorded in October of 1978. Really, really good stuff. Great sounding reissue. So yeah, I would highly recommend. This is one of the best albums out of Argentina that I've ever heard. Really, really good stuff, and it's a great, great reissue. So go check it out. I'll put the link to the PQR label down below where you can go investigate that. And like I said, the West Montgomery is great. This is 4.5 out of 5 star. Really, really good. These guys are pumping out some really, I apologize, I still sound like shit here. I'm still battling this cold. Yeah, 2 great vinyl reissues. Go check them out. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below we get the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options. They're all down below. Thanks in advance for all your support, folks. Greatly appreciated, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.